EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Orbits of Buenos Aires.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And off we go from Argentina. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play and a first pass from Murray.
And incomplete to open things up.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 22. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Motion left, Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Milton Williams
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here's Swift.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. they score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Orbits, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First down, Murray.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Eagles 21. Orbits nothing.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
One more time with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Eagles 28, Hornets nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he's down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle 1st down.
Hey, 73, 73.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Orbits nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pierce on the counter.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Going for it with Pierce.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, Larry.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
He's got the connection to Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
20, 10, and all the way down to the 7-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Orbits are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 7, 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets it down to the 32.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 4.
Smith will come in motion right.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Milton Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a
touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Swim.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buzz.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the option to give to Swift here.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Murray now on 1st down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the
41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Now a give right side Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Pickup on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did